Imagine this universal and, at its core, tragic scene. You stand before a closed door, massive, dark, but unlocked. Behind it, you know for certain, lies the very life you truly desire: better relationships, financial freedom, inner confidence. Your subconscious knows it's within reach, but for some strange, paralyzing reason, you do nothing. You don't knock on that door with determination. You don't search the pockets of your mind for the key. You don't even try to check if it's ajar. You stand completely still, feeling the strange yet familiar calm of surrender. Instead of taking action, you utter that most dangerous and soothing psychological whisper: if I'm meant to be behind this door, it will open itself at the right moment. You shift responsibility for your tomorrow to some abstract magic. You call it faith, patience, humility, or even a profound philosophy that grants you peace in the face of uncertainty. But let's be honest, your brain calls it avoidance, self-sabotage, and a highly effective brake on any active growth. It's the most insidious form of self-anesthetic. Faith in destiny isn't just a religious or mystical belief. It's the most effective, profound, and destructive mental trap your mind has created against you at the level of habits and neural pathways. It allows you to justify your passivity without damaging your ego. You must realize, destiny is not a magical plan written in the stars. It's a psychological shield, ingeniously crafted by the brain to protect you from the two greatest and most painful human pains: the overwhelming responsibility for all your decisions and the unbearable pain of failure after effort. What you consider comfort in moments of doubt is actually a slow, corrosive core, killing your will to act, destroying your confidence in your own strength and self-assertion. It's the euthanasia of your potential. The myth we're debunking: from childhood, we're conditioned to believe that belief in fate is a sign of wisdom and humility, that it grants peace and helps us accept the uncertainty and chaos of the world. This is a lie. The truth: belief in fate is an act of psychological surrender to your own life. You consciously shift the heaviest and most precious burden, responsibility for your reality, to an abstract, non-existent force, so you don't have to strain yourself. We'll reveal how the dark psychology of the concept of fate destroys your active thinking, how it sabotages attraction in relationships, and why accepting absolute randomness frees your will and grants you true power. Insight number 1: the psychology of responsibility avoidance, the price of comfort. Let's be honest, responsibility is a heavy burden. When you're responsible for an outcome, you must act and bear the full consequences of your actions or inactions. It's difficult, energy-consuming, and risky. Your brain is evolutionarily wired to conserve energy and avoid risk. It creates the mechanism of fate and predestination as a mental shortcut: I can't control this. This relieves neurochemical tension. Your thinking gains a comfortable alibi that protects your fragile ego: I didn't fail. This wasn't meant to be, and I shouldn't blame myself. This saves your ego in the short term, but destroys your ability to grow and change in the long term. Mini story: a man doesn't ask the girl he likes out on a date and doesn't work on his communication and confidence. Instead of accepting the fear of rejection and taking a step, he says, if we're meant to be, fate will make it so she finds me and loves me for who I am. Fate has become an absolute cover for the fear of action. Secret: belief in fate is the most powerful neurochemical antidote to action. You get an instant false sense of calm and peace with the situation without paying the price of effort, risk, and potential failure. Insight number 2: the passive attraction trap, waiting for magic in relationships. In the realm of relationships and attraction, belief in fate becomes especially toxic and destructive to your framework. It turns you into a waiter, not a creator. You begin to live in anticipation mode, waiting for that one meeting, that one communication, that one magical spark to happen naturally because it's destined from above. Psychology: you completely exclude your own development, working on your confidence, social skills, the art of attraction and communication. You refuse to be an active participant in the process. Your mind tells you, I don't need to become a better person or work on myself. Fate will bring me the perfect partner who will love the current version of me. This is self-deception that stunts your growth. Truth: attraction and relationships are not magic or predestined. It's a skill, it's a dynamic, it's a constant improvement of your value, which requires active action and personal growth. Your belief in fate makes you boring, passive, and unattractive to strong, goal-oriented individuals who shape their own lives and seek an equal creator, not a waiting passenger. Your belief in fate makes you boring, passive, and unattractive to strong, goal-oriented individuals who shape their own lives and seek an equal creator, not a waiting passenger in the game called life. They see you as someone who has abandoned their inner strength, and this instantly kills the attraction. True strength lies in the awareness of one's own responsibility for every outcome and every inaction. Insight number 3, liberation through chance, stopping the search for signs. The philosophy of freedom teaches, the highest form of freedom and radical autonomy is the acceptance of the absolute randomness of the world and the absence of any external, predetermined plan for your life. You must abandon the comfort of predetermination. Your brain instinctively fears randomness and chaos because it demands a heavy burden of creative responsibility. If there is no plan, you must create one yourself. But it is precisely in this fear that your greatest strength lies. Your thinking must undergo a radical shift. If there is no fate and nothing is predetermined, then your every choice, every word, every action has enormous, immeasurable power and significance. You literally create your reality in this moment. The psychology of new confidence, every step you take becomes an act of self-affirmation, a manifestation of your will, and not submission to an external script. You cease to be an actor and become both director and screenwriter. The secret, accepting randomness, gives birth to true, unshakable confidence. You know that if everything fails, it's not a cosmic failure of fate, but simply an accident, a mistake in action, and you are fully capable of finding a new foothold and starting again using the information you've gained. Practice, active thinking framework and the language of power. Your power lies in consciously and volitionally stopping the use of phrases like, "so it's meant to be," or "it's destiny." These words destroy your will. Confidence requires replacing passive language with active and responsible language. I choose this, I create this future, I act despite the fear of failure. This new communication changes your neural habits. Your brain must stop looking for external signs, confirmations, and mystical signals in relationships and life, and start seeking specific tools, skills, and strategies for achieving your goals. Philosophy, the weight of will and the absence of easy paths. Life isn't a river you simply float down, lazily following the current. Life is a desert you must navigate, choosing your own path, your own burden, and your own purpose without outside help. Secret, true power in relationships, business, and life emerges only when you assume the full weight of your will and are willing to pay the price for your freedom of choice. Your framework must be absolute. I am the creator of my reality and my happiness, not a victim of chance or a predetermined plan. Emotions of helplessness and dependence disappear forever when you begin to see that every action you take, every new habit, changes the trajectory of your life on a macro level. Your communication becomes powerful because you talk about what you will do, your plans and intentions, and not about what will happen on its own. This conveys authority. Self-affirmation, your value is not predetermined at birth. It is created every day by your active choices, your efforts, and your willingness to take responsibility for them. Severing the connection between destiny and happiness is the only path to mature, unshakable confidence. Your happiness is the result of your actions, not a gift from above. Your mind is freed when you understand that there are no signs or hidden messages in the universe. There are only the direct results of your habits, your thinking, and your consistent actions. You deserve success that you created with your own hands and your own will, not success gifted to you according to some incomprehensible plan. This is success that cannot be taken away because you know how to reproduce it. The secret of power, stop expecting in submission. If there is no destiny, then every action you take today is an act of radical creation of your tomorrow. You are not a victim of a plan. You are the plan.